Hey guys, it's Travis here again. Another Project KTA6P DDP Yoga report. It is October 13th, 2013. And today I'm going to blog a little bit about ego. Checking your ego at the door and giving yourself a base. I mentioned if you listen to the DDP radio broadcast last Wednesday, I was going to blog about this. And I was working this out and everything. And just over the last few days, if you follow the boards and everything there, you know there's some drama, some stuff that happens here. So I was going to make this a little lighthearted about, I was going to make this, not rushing into things and knowing your right pace and not push yourself too hard, things like that. But then over the last few days, things kind of evolved a little bit. So I want to just make this clear here that this is not towards one person or another. This is a great lesson that we can all learn. And hopefully, I think we will. So just take it for, don't try to read anything into it. This is just, this is something that we all have to keep in mind and make use of. So, ego. Ego is one of those things that is, in my opinion, is a lack of perspective. That's to say, and that's a gray area for a lot of people, depending on where you're at. Ego is basically, if you are whole wrapped up in one area or another, you lose sight of where you're at. You lose sight of your goals. So, yes, I wrote this down a little bit here. So I'm reading. I'm using notes. I'm using cliff notes here. Just trying to stay on task. When it comes down to it, it is when you lose sight of where you're at, you lose sense of what you can control. So let's take, for example, here. Let's say my goal, if I go and I make a goal, and I say my goal is to win the lottery. Now, I can go out and I can read up on everything I need to do to, how to pick my numbers, where and when to buy them. I can research and I can do everything, all the little feng shui, where to place all my lucky items and what to wear and whatever. So, to better my chances on hitting those lucky numbers and winning the Powerball jackpot. Okay? The problem, and full disclosure, yes, I do play the lottery. And yes, you know what? I do dream of winning that jackpot and all the people that I can help if I were to win the lottery. Okay? But no matter what I do, no matter how many things I read up on, no matter how hard I work at it, at picking the right numbers, no matter how many times I dance out in the front in a full moon, hop around on one foot and nothing but a feather boa and sparkly tights, which I don't do, by the way. Just want to make that clear here. No matter what I do, I can't affect how those numbers are going to come up. I can't affect, I can't affect what numbers are going to get drawn to win a jackpot. I have no control over that. All I have control over is how I react to it. But, on the other hand, I can say, and I have, I want to get down to or under 190 pounds, and I want to do that in a year. Anyway, I can go out and I can research, and I can look into things I need to do, find the right program that fits for me. In this case, DDP Yoga worked for me. And if it wasn't going to be DDP Yoga, it was going to be something else. But you know what? It's DDP Yoga. This has worked for me. Stuck with the program. Changed the way I ate. Worked out. Experimented with different ways to work out. Times a day to work out. Working on the different positions and the different workouts, and worked hard. Worked out. Changed the times a day I worked out. Communicated with other people on what they're doing to reach that goal. Team DDP Yoga. Use that support system. And here I am, below 190 pounds today, down to 185. And just because I'm there, doesn't mean, that's it, I'm done. I can go back to doing what I was doing. No. I can get stronger and more flexible, and I can get better. Now I can set new goals and improving myself, because there's always some place to go. Recognize that? Yeah? So it's all about keeping focus on what you can control, what I can control. And it's not to say I'm not guilty of losing sight on stuff. You get that little ADD moment, and you go, oh, look at the chicken. It happens. You know what? And that's the other thing is, if we fail, and you fail. A lot of people, I've seen this happen all the time. A lot of people that would just throw up their hands and say, done. No, I screwed up. That's it. Or, after 2 or 3 times, they just say, I'm done. Sorry, I screwed up. I can't do it. They get frustrated. They get full of themselves. And they get in this place. And you know what? You need to get yourself back up again. That goes back to the emotional gravity thing I wrote about earlier. Cannot let yourself get sucked down. In judo, okay, we have this thing called randori, which is free sparring for us judo and jiu-jitsu people. Okay, so for us, we go, we free spar, and we fight, and whatever else. And if I win or I lose, I go in there and I intend to win. I intend to go down and I get a good throw, get him to land on his side, or hold him down and pin him down, or get it, or bar the arm but trick him, or get him to tap out, and whatever. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. And if I focus on whether I won or whether I lost, I lose sight of my goal. My goal is not to win or lose. My goal, in this case, is to learn what works and what doesn't work. It's learning to make my technique and my stuff better. And in the same way, if you fall, recognize that you fell and get back up again and do it. We have this other thing in judo and jiu-jitsu. I'm going a little off script there. It's all right. But you got this other thing in judo, in my dojo, called standing in base. So when you fall, you prop yourself up, you kick your foot out, and then you step back up in a good horse stance, and you get yourself up in the right posture so you don't get knocked down again. Get yourself back up to right again. And then you keep moving forward. And I know you've heard it. If you are a DDP yoga person there, you've heard give yourself a base. When you're doing broken table and you don't have, you have your foot flat and where you need to be, give yourself a base. If you don't have that, then you can't really get that good posture and get the most out of that position. So in the same way, when you fall, get back up. Stand up, give yourself a good base, learn from what you did, and move forward. And if you can do that, you will get better, stronger, and faster. Another thing I know you've heard Dallas say, I don't care if you fall down 2 or 3 times, 4 or 5 times, 6 or 7 times. You know what? If you fall down, get back up again. If you do that, you will get better and stronger and faster, and you will be able to own this day. And you have to do it every single day. I know I say it time and time again. But this is not a 30, 60, 90-day program. This is a lifestyle. This is something that you have to work at every day. Sometimes you're going to have good days. Sometimes you're going to have bad days. But every day you have a new opportunity to learn, to gain, to get closer to your goal. By owning this day, you will own your life. And you will get to where you want to be. So, that's it. I'm going to now go and get some supper ready. And then I'm going to work on doing another attempt at my Reaper workout. If you follow me on my with Warrior in Training or on my YouTube channel, Zentwister. If you're just clicking on this, make sure to subscribe to my blog, Zentwister's Journey, zentwister.blogspot.com. If you follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, all that jazz, and make it your own, kids. Own this day, own your life, and keep on bringing it. Have a great night, guys. Bang!